Hi everybody, Mitch Leppicello here with more ASD topics and tips. So today we're going to talk about personal space and personal boundaries. So for young children with ASD, we want to support their efforts to communicate to us and communicate with their friends. So a lot of kids with ASD will often approach non-verbally. So if they're afraid or frightened, they may, retract or step away, step back. But a lot of kids with ASD will approach other kids with hugs or other adults, kind of like right in their space. And other kids might be taken aback a little bit, like, whoa, I didn't expect this or see this coming. So one way is to just be really gentle and supportive in their efforts to communicate, especially with young children. So support positive efforts to communicate. The second thing we want to do is to give them words and language to help them greet their friend. So they might come in for a hug, or they might come into their personal space, and you might say, use some words to tell your friend Sarah what you'd like. So we want to support positive language. For other kids, personal space and personal boundaries is something that's just very difficult for them to understand. It's difficult for them to sense. So it's definitely a sensory hyposensitivity. They don't catch that space between people as as other people do, that kind of increasing, emerging, you're too close, you're too close. So I do an exercise, kind of a fun exercise with kids in my social skills groups, where we might walk close together very intentionally, and then when people feel like that's far enough, they put their hand up, and then we just kind of like talk about that space in between, and maybe that's an arm's length. So we use other kinds of measurements to help them see physically what that space looks like, and then we talk about different people where our personal space might change a little bit. So talk with your kids about personal space. Like, this feels good. We're mother and son, or mother and daughter, or parents and child, and this space is good for us. Now with your friends, we might not sit this close. We might sit like this. So feel free to rehearse some of those sessions with them while you're reading a book and that kind of thing. So personal space and personal boundaries. I'd be happy to talk to you guys more about this on a Facebook Live or something else. But let's use that as another ASD topic and tip. So hopefully that was helpful for you today. And stay tuned for more ASD topics and tips. Thanks.